Sawadee krap, we made it to the end of the week. It's Friday, November 24th. You're watching Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Members of taxi cooperatives around the island are being told to control their emotions when it comes to drivers using ride-sharing apps in the hopes that it would ease confrontations. Phuket Vice Governor Amnoy Pinswan made the request at a meeting at Phuket Provincial Hall on Wednesday, held to discuss the list of complaints that local green plate taxi drivers submitted to the provincial government last month. The list of complaints submitted by the taxi groups about app taxi drivers included the fact that there's no law to support app taxis, they are not controlled, and they question passenger safety with regard to insurance coverage, among other things. To correct these issues, the taxi groups requested that the government do the following: create a specific law to allow app taxis, have the Land Transport Department issue special license plates for app taxis, make the compulsory stickers that app taxis must bear larger, and to specify the name of the person requesting permission to use the vehicle as an app taxi. In response, the meeting asked for cooperation from the operators and to help by reporting information about vehicles that have been used committed an offense. But they also told taxi operators to control their emotions given previous clashes and quarrels. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Local officials, including the newly appointed governor to Phuket, have been talking a big game about road safety for tourists over the past few weeks, but have not once mentioned any update to the tragic road death of a 19-year-old and a 21-year-old who were killed earlier this month in Rawai by a car driven by a Russian woman. The family of the girl is speaking out as questions remain. 19-year-old Shingten Ceylan was riding in the back of the motorbike driven by her boyfriend, 21-year-old Nicholas Joseph Ayub, in the early hours of November 5 on Visit Road in Rawai. CCTV footage showed they were traveling at a reasonable speed in the left lane, helmets on, but none of it mattered when 41-year-old Russian national Irina Putovalova drove her car at speed right at them from behind, despite having the entire right lane clear. The young couple were killed in the 1 a.m. collision, and Irina's car also hit a power pole and ended in a roadside ditch. Irina Putovalova suffered minor injuries and was treated for them, but she was also taken to Chalong police station. And despite reports saying that she had her passport taken by police, authorities have not said whether she'll face charges, whether she's in jail, or whether she'll be faced with any punishment for killing two others with her car. Police also did not mention whether she was drunk at the time of the crash. Within 2 weeks after the tragic crash, Governor Sopon Suwanara led a major event commemorating the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims, while the Commissioner of the National Tourist Police arrived in Phuket to declare a, quote, ramped-up campaign to improve tourist safety. But neither one of them, nor any other local authority, have mentioned the collision that killed the young couple. The family of Ms. Shengtan spoke with European news agency RTL to explain what happened in the wake of the crash. And while they did receive a phone call by authorities that told them that their daughter was killed in a road crash, the family still doesn't have any indication that the case is moving forward. The family have sent a letter to the Luxembourg Ministry of Foreign Affairs this week pushing for further support, and the family is concerned that the investigation here in Chalong will not be carried out properly. It is still unclear if authorities have pressed charges against Irina Putovalova for running over and killing two people. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Support for former mayor of Chalong, Samran Jindapol, remains strong following his refusal to close the popular Suk Samran Market off Chafa East Road, despite Chalong municipality pressing formal charges against him for operating a public market without permission. Samran presented himself at Chalong police station last week to formally hear the charges against him, as he's been charged for operating a market without a permit and ignoring an official order. On Thursday, Samran held a press conference at the Suk Samran Market located near country home Phuket to call on Chalong municipality to explain the charges, saying that he's taken every lawful step, but the market still has not been granted official permission to open. The market, which has been operating without interference from officials for about a decade, was opened by Samran on his own land at a cost of 400,000 baht, so that local residents could make a living selling fresh produce, and it's proven to be popular with local residents and vendors, some of whom turned out to support the ex-Chalong mayor as he presented himself to Chalong police last Friday. Samran explained that when they opened the market, it was granted a license originally, but when renewal time came, the municipality asked for modifications, which he says were done, but they continued to refuse to renew the permit. Of note, so far, officials from Chalong municipality, under the leadership of new Chalong mayor Danapon Ongsan have yet to make any move to close the market by force. Samran says the market, for now, will continue to open daily without interference. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The Department of Medical Sciences has launched a new certification program that confirms which hotels have been declared free from Legionnaires disease and Norovirus, and whose operational standards help to prevent the spread of the diseases. The new program has been launched under the Safety Phuket Island Sandbox initiative launched by the central government to help boost confidence among tourists traveling to Thailand and Phuket specifically on holiday. Officials already have held a seminar at the Divana Plaza Phuket Patong Hotel on Wednesday, where 15 hotels in Phuket were awarded the certification. The Department of Medical Sciences health monitoring teams were now inspecting the drinking water of hotels and tourist attractions in every region of Thailand, checking for water contamination by Norovirus, the cause of acute gastrointestinal disease, and Legionella, which causes acute respiratory infections. Phuket is the first province where contamination checks are being carried out. Phuket already had a norovirus scare in June, when an average of 100 people a day were seeking medical assistance from hospitals due to infections. So far, 15 hotels in Phuket have been checked and approved for certification, according to officials, which are now on your screen. However, a total of only 30 hotels have applied for certification. Top health officials appealed to all hotel operators on the island to apply for certification. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The AFL Masters is returning to Phuket, set to take place at the Allen Cook Ground in Talang on Saturday, December 2nd. This year, 3 teams will be fighting it out on the Oval, with the Singapore Sharks traveling north to join the Thailand Sabertooth Tigers and Phuket Power in battling for the 2023 Pacific Cross Health Insurance Over 35s AFL Andaman Cup. There will be a maximum of 8 teams across both men's and women's divisions, with a maximum of 12 players per side and an age restriction of being over 35 years old. All games will commence at 10:30 a.m. and be played in a round-robin format of 2 12-minute halves. Spectators are welcome to come along and enjoy the fun. Entry is free, and a selection of food and beverages will be available at the ground throughout the day. If you're interested in playing for the Phuket Power, feel free to send the team a message on their Facebook page, a link for which is in the description. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Foreign tourists and expat residents here in Phuket have received an urgent call to participate in the island-wide blood donation drive throughout November. The Phuket chapter of the Thai Red Cross Society sets up mobile donation points at various locations across the island for this month, and the full calendar is now on your screen. As the high season in tourism commences, concerns about a severe shortage of blood for transfusions in Phuket have arisen. All people are welcome, though Rh-negative donors are in the highest demand, as it's much more common in people from Western countries in comparison to Thai nationals. People can also donate blood directly at the Phuket RBC in Phuket Town or Vashida Phuket Hospital on Yawarat Road in Phuket Town. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thank you so much for joining us this entire week here on Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. We'll see you again on Monday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.